Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine units.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
The Wolverines offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in a wash against this linebacker.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Orji. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another. The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Price. Cobb sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw in the double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Orji. He's looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Using his legs, it's Payne. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. The snap sets up the throw. They're setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Let's it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board, right?
Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, it's reversed. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Just plowing down the field. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. They get through and it's blocked. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution, and that field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front. Guys pushing the pile. NFL talent on this offensive line. Just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It's first down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
These 2 guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. Snap it to the back. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're trying to get to it. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Young. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly where he had to get to get 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On the move, it's Buckley. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Movement here from the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional showdown between the Fighting Irish and the Maize and Blue. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll start the third quarter with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Back to pass, it's Orji. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They're bringing heat. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Young. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Pressure coming. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't it?
And the ball's out and they're after it. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Getting some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensive. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
It's reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Orji. Throws for the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. On the run, still looking. Turns it on in midfield. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. Discards a man.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Going to the run, it's Buckley. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm gonna win. Let's go, defense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phil, is a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Payne. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
19, Michigan 14.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Keeps the legs moving. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Flanagan. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He makes the connection.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Flanagan. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock.
He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Direct snap. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On second down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense set for a first down play. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. To kick it off after that last drive, put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.